Breaking news from various reports that Chelsea are going to be submitting a £90 million move for the generational superstar talent Erling Braut Haaland this summer in the region of £90 million, which could rise to over £100 million. But £90 million is the initial offer that they may bid to Borussia Dortmund to negotiate directly with them and sign Erling Haaland. I'm so excited. Come on. This is the player that we need, honestly. Saw this news recently on a timeline on Twitter from various publications, various reports, and this is amazing news. This is absolutely exciting news. I'm so happy. This is the guy we need. This is the guy that's going to elevate us and take us to the next level. An initial bid of £90 million. Potentially second or third bid could be over £100 million, but this is massive news. We know his release clause doesn't kick in until 2022, but if we could negotiate him for this summer, it will be magnificent, phenomenal stuff. And in this video, I'll be delving into how we could potentially sign him this summer and why it'd be more logical and realistic, financially realistic, to sign him this summer compared to the summer of 2022, despite him being cheaper in the summer of 2022. But before I do get into this Chelsea news video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Would you take Haaland to Chelsea, and how much would you pay for Haaland? Because we have to negotiate directly with Dortmund. How much would you pay for the superstar? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Let's get straight into this news video. Now, starting off with the first report, and it came from Pip Sierra. Pip Sierra is a French journalist, again, writes for various French publications, and essentially, when it comes to his credibility, he's not the most reliable. He's not a tier 1 journalist. He's not the most reliable source, but he does get some news right. So I would say maybe tier 2, tier 3. So don't take it, as Bible, as gospel, as legitimate. It's not 100%, confirmed or anything. It's just that it is relatively reliable. His reliability, as I said, fairly credible. Not the most, but he's a good source. He's a relatively good source, and essentially he's saying that Chelsea will look to make an opening offer of €90 million for Borussia Dortmund forward Erling Haaland this summer. Real Madrid and Barcelona will be their biggest competition. I'll be delving into my thoughts and opinions in a second. But the second report, and that was broken by the German publication Bild Sport, more credibility and more reliability from them. They're saying the clubs will have to spend over €100 million if they want to land Erling Haaland in the summer of 2022. There is no written clause in Haaland's Borussia Dortmund contract, and clubs will have to find an agreement one way or another. Now, again, before I give my thoughts and opinions, Marina, this needs to be done immediately. If we secure Erling Haaland, I don't know, the community of Stamford Bridge of Southwest London, find all the gold you can, and build Roman Abramovich and Marina in the Sky a golden statue right outside the Matthew Harding end, the main entrance in Stamford Bridge. Build a nice statue made out of gold. They deserve it, please. I don't care how much it costs, however many millions or thousands. Build a beautiful golden statue for both of them. They both deserve it. I don't care. Build them the statue. Name the fucking stadium after them. We need this. We need this badly. This guy will be the biggest signing for many, many years. I thought Havertz was. Havertz was the biggest signing by far when it comes to talent and name. And Havertz is another generational talent, or you could argue, since Eden Hazard. But this would be on another level. This would be on another level. Him and Mbappe are going to be the Messi and Ronaldo of this decade. If Chelsea can get their hands on Haaland, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's curtains. Finito. Forget the Premier League. The Premier League better be scared. They better be frightened. If we secure Haaland, it's game over for the Prem. Just write our name on the Prem title now. It's done. It's done and dusted. You may as well write 2021/22 Premier League winners Chelsea. Start engraving it in there because it's a wrap. It's finished. The amount of goals this guy's going to score if we sign him, man. 30 plus easy. Goal machine, lethal, an absolute genetic freak. We need to get this guy. But my thoughts and opinions on the reports, especially from Pip Sierra initially, from the French publication, about the Real Madrid and Barcelona will be our biggest competition. This is laughable. This is laughable, and I'll tell you why. Because if we're competing for Madrid and Barcelona for Haaland, we'll sign him. We'll sign him. Not because, of course, they're the two biggest clubs in world football. So, of course, if you're competing with them, your chances, in theory, in theoretical terms, your chances are very slim. But look at the financial situation. Look at the pandemic. As I said yesterday, Madrid and Barcelona, they've got debts up to their eyeballs. They've got nearly €1 billion in debt, both of the clubs. They're in an absolute disaster when it comes to financial terms. They're in absolute turmoil. So they need to sell players, they need to get players off the wage book. So last thing they need to be doing is spending €100 million on a player plus his astronomical wages. And then you've got to pay agent fees to Mino Raiola. That ain't going to happen for either club. They've got to offload players before they even think about signing anyone. Messi's on over $1 million a week. Are you mocking it? There's no way they can afford Haaland. No way. That if you saw what Messi's wages were leaked the other day from the newspapers and publications, he's on over £1 million a week. So there is no way in hell they can afford Haaland. So if we're competing for them financially, it's fine. I read some of financial reports that are released by Chelsea from various publications in Switzerland that are very reliable. They're connected to a lot of these clubs and they can release the financial reports. And Chelsea are one of the only clubs in Europe that are in the positive numbers because we had a transfer ban, we get consistent Champions League football, we are backed by a self-made multi-million pound owner who essentially runs the club 100%. He pumps his own money into the club, and we're very self-sustainable, very self-sufficient, and the way that we sell players for high values, it allows us to keep in the positive numbers. And despite us spending heavily last summer, we still have a lot of money to play around with, especially with sales coming in. Tomori could be made permanent. You could see likes of Alonso, Emerson sold this time. You could see a centre-back sold as well. So we're still going to sell a lot of players. So we still have a lot of cash to play around with. So we can definitely afford Haaland, whether that's going to be £90 million, £100 million or plus or upwards. I did say that, it will cost over £100 million to get Haaland. This €90 million bid is just an initial bid. That's going to be the first bid, just to get the ball rolling. And in regards to the second publication from the German publication Bild Sport, the fact that it's going to cost over €100 million, as I stressed this many times, it will cost over €100 million because it's Dortmund's best player, it's their most prized asset. I read something yesterday from the BBC actually. They stated that Dortmund are in a very bad financial situation. Just like many clubs in Europe, they are in a dire financial situation due to coronavirus pandemic. And so they've put a list of players on an emergency list that they have to sell because they are currently at minus £23 million loss, which is detrimental to a football club, especially like Dortmund's, where they make their profits off, essentially buying young talent, building them up and then selling them for profit. Sancho looks like he's going to be leaving because of his contract. Ideally, Dortmund's initial plan was sell Sancho this summer and then sell Haaland the year after when his release clause kicks in. However, if they don't secure Champions League football and with the dire financial situation that Dortmund are already in, they may be forced to sell both. Not only Haaland and Sancho, but they may be forced to sell Jude Bellingham on top of that. So again, if Dortmund don't secure Champions League football, that really increases our chances, and that means that Dortmund really have to consider selling Haaland this summer as well. And I think that again, we have the upper advantage, we have the leverage on the financial situation, and I think Chelsea can definitely get Haaland done. We need to get this Donny. Get him now. I don't care how much he's going to cost. Whether he costs £120 million, 130, this guy will be the best player in world football. He will win Ballon d'Ors, I can assure you that. The amount of goals this guy's going to score, his link-up play, the guy's only 20, genetic freak. My man's 6'4", Norwegian, with the stature and physique that he has, the fact that he can run so fast, the rapid acceleration. If you were to create a perfect player in the laboratory, you would create Erling Haaland. 6'4", tall, strong, physical, rapid, clinical finisher. The guy is an alien. He's made out of a lab, bro. He's not human. There is no way that guy is human. I need DNA test results. I need it because that guy is not human. If you want a guaranteed 30 plus goals, go and get the Donny. Go and sign him up. As I said, I don't care how much he costs. Get the deal done over line. Even if Haaland is the only player we sign this summer, it's still a magnificent window because, listen, the reason why I said this summer is the perfect opportunity to sign him is because, as I said, a lot of clubs are in financial disasters. Barcelona and Real Madrid in so much debt. PSG, they're focusing on tying down Neymar and Mbappe on brand new contracts. Man City is our only really main competition. Manchester United are not in the running. Liverpool can't afford them again in a bad financial situation. Juventus aren't really relatively known for signing big name players for that kind of fee. So I think Chelsea have a fantastic opportunity, and I think our main competitors will be Man City because Aguero will be leaving at the end of the season, so they need a world-class striker. So Man City is the only issue, but if we get top four, and with a project that we can sell to Haaland, with the players that we already have, with the German manager and everything, I think we have a fantastic opportunity to get Erling Haaland. But let's wait and see, because it's going to be really interesting. And compare that to next summer when his release clause kicks in of €75 million. That's when, by then, a year goes by, Real Madrid and Barcelona are able to clear up their debts. Again, Man City will be looking for a striker. PSG may be back in the running. Manchester United may be back in the running. And all of a sudden, you're competing with so many clubs, and it makes your life so much more difficult. So I think that if Chelsea were going to sign Haaland, this summer's a perfect opportunity. Go and get the deal done. My message to Roman and Marina, please, go and sign Haaland. Sincerely, yours sincerely from Chelsea fans. That's all we want this summer. get the deal done. Fantastic, exciting news. I'm really excited for this. I'm so happy. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.